Hello, everybody. What's up, Rahan? How you doing, John? Yeah, we're on part 26. It's been a lot of streams of Satisfactory. We beat Subnautica yesterday, so I figured since I was grinding that out, I need to do a couple more Satisfactory ones to catch up. And I gotta figure out what I was doing last time. I think last time I was working over here on this hyper tube, which I use as a cannon to launch me across the map. And then down there I moved the hub. What was I doing after that? I don't know. I know we got the iron here. I think I gotta find a way to push this iron out, the plates, into like storage over here. I think that's what I gotta do. And then figure out a way from there to basically push that across the map somewhere. That's something I gotta figure out too. What's up, Kitty? How you doing? All right. Oh, also I went and saw Mortal Kombat 2 today in IMAX. My ears feel like they exploded, so I don't know if I'm going to do the IMAX thing anymore. It's way too damn loud, at least where I went. But the movie itself was really good. I liked it. Gory, cool fight scenes, funny. It was good. Good stuff. Okay, so I need to do something about these. We got plates, but I need to start transferring them into some kind of storage. And I'm also thinking, maybe... No, I don't want to do it in there. I think I need to have storage in this area here. This whole circle over here. No school today? Awesome. I think this whole circle right here should just be a storage area where I can basically input different resources and output them all the way up. And then on the outside, these arms, that's where all the building will happen. And then it'll come back into these and then go back out that way. And the way I have this set up is not the best way. And the reason for that, well, one of the reasons is because how am I supposed to get it through here if I'm doing it all underneath? See what I'm saying? Not enough room. I didn't really plan that out like that. The other way to do it is just have it on top and not have it come back down under here. Like, this is where it comes out at. Or I could just have it go down this direction. I don't know. I got no idea. That's going to be the hard part. Okay, let's go over here. I'm going to go to the ring in the center. And I'm going to start putting some cargo containers over there. And we're going to figure out how it's going to look. I want to see if it's actually going to work or not. First, we need to get the walls, which will be windows. Like that. Boop. Oh, actually, I think I have the blueprint that goes like straight up. It's a bunch of them. Walls. Windows. Does it go in the place it's supposed to go? I don't know. Looks like it might. Although that does look off. Through the diagonal walls? Maybe. What's up, Prana? I think that looks like it works. Oh, this makes it so much harder. Boop. I think that's the way. Seems to be round in it. Damn circles, man. Damn circles. You know, again, the circles look cool, but it just makes it really difficult to figure it all out. I set myself up. But we're here, so I gotta go with it. Work all the way around. Come on. There you go. Make sure it lines up properly. Oh my god, it makes it so much more difficult. Like, once I'm up here, it should be easier to, like, just put it there. Oh, maybe not. Blueprint connect. Oh, there we go. So that does work better up here. Look at that. So I just got to work my way all the way around this damn thing to make it work. I purchased Subnautica 2. I did not. But it'll be fine though. You know why? Because it comes out on Game Pass. And I have Game Pass and I'll have it day one. You bought it already? Awesome. So I don't even have to buy the thing. I can just play it. I'll probably buy it later on Steam when it goes on sale. Boop. Come on, line up. Oh no. There it goes. Hell yeah. Yeah, so this is going to take a second, but I'm just going to make sure that it actually gets placed correctly. If it gets placed correctly the first time, we're okay. One mistake will mess up this entire thing. And I think what I'm going to do is just build this wall like really high after I do this. We're at the point in time in this game where everything I do is going to take a long time. Everything. All the tedious little movements, you know what I'm saying? Means you can play 007 and sub 2. Oh, I definitely want to play a 007. I'm excited for that one. I wasn't excited for Subnautica 2, but since I played the first one, I kind of am now. But 007, since the people who made Hitman made that one, I'm super excited. I'll be playing that one too. Does 007 come out on Game Pass? If it does, oh man, that'd be crazy. I don't think it does though. There's a new Yakuza game. There's a Snoop Dogg. Really? I bought the $100 Red Dead Ultimate for $20. I do not think you will regret it. It is an amazing game. Forget about the whole like cowboy thing. It's just amazing at the end of the day. Voice acting, characters, everything is amazing. All right, let's get rid of this. And then come on. If I put it on this side, will it mess it up? No, it looks like it's doing okay. I don't think this this hypertube can is going to work very well if I put a wall around it. I'll have to put like a hole in it or something and launch it out the side of the building. That was initially what my plan would be. Once I have the walls up, I'll just put like a hypertube hole in it and then have the cannon just launch me out. So I can still use it in the future. In the meantime, should be good. Sure it's placed right. Come on, big bunny. Oh, son of a. That's when an undo button would be great. No, why don't they have an undo button in this game? For a game that you're doing so much building like this, an undo and a redo button? Why is that not a thing? How nice would that be? Boom. Oh, and I missed that one apparently. Whoopsie. And boom. Okay. Looks like we got ourselves the circle built up. Now the next step. So I kind of like having this little barrier here in between, not only because it makes it like look nice and gets rid of the repetition, but it also allows you to do this. But of course, it's not going to do it like directly on. Okay, that's fine. I thought it would go right in the center. How dare you? I could probably do something like that. Hold on. If I go up, there it goes. Okay, we'll have to do something like that then. Be right back. Okay, kitty. Grab it. And then H. Control. And you can't do it with the wires connected. So you got to do it without the wire. How dare you? Okay. Hold on. MK2. Page down. Let's put it in the center. Boom. Eat it. Now, should I do a double-sided one? Maybe I should. Oh, come on. What's up, Crunching Chips? How you doing? Okay, let's do a double-sided one. That way I can actually connect on either side if I want to. Let's think about this in the future. You know what I'm saying? Grab that one. And then plug it in. Doing good? That's good. Are you trying to troll me saying that you sent $20? Is that what you're doing? And another one. There we go. Just keep going up. See how high up it'll go. Yeah, you were? You done messed up. I caught you on that one. Caught you. I'll put that there. Oh, well, no, I don't want to do a blueprint with them like that. I was thinking maybe I should do a blueprint with them all like this. But if I did that, then it would be like every one of these would have a connection. Don't need that many. Let's go up this way. Boom. That'll allow me to go up higher too. And then I can use this blueprint. And just go straight up with it. Boom. Then we grab another one. Maybe like right here. Boom. And so maybe like every other one would be better. I don't have to place so many. Gotta place them on every one of these damn things. Go up. Go up one, and then plug it in. Boop. Okay. Let's do a couple more levels, and then I can start working around it. We can really raise this thing up. Oops. No! Good thing I can like delete entire blueprints, though. That would have been terrible. And then technically, if I just went up from here to the top one, that should handle it when it comes to the power. Move this way up. Plug it in. Boom. We're powered up. Man, this is getting pretty high. And I need to make like elevators and stuff in the metal, like center. That would be really cool. That way I can go all the way up to the different floors. Now let's go with blueprint again. Three and four. Can you touch the wire in a zip line it? Oh, these ones? No. You can't do these zip line wires. You have to do the big ones, the power line wires, I'm pretty sure. Like these ones right here. That would be pretty cool, but I don't think you can. Nope. It ain't grabbing. Ain't got nothing. That'd be pretty sweet though. Okay. Power line goes up here. and plug it in. Boom. Look how tall that thing is. That's a wall if I've ever seen one. Like a glass wall. Try from horizontal. Let's see. I'm talking about like this. Yeah, you can do it like that. You just can't go vertical. Hell yeah. How long has it been blurred? When did that happen? Has my stream been blurred this whole time? I hope not. The F? Just a few seconds? I didn't even hit that button. Why are you blurring me? I think the stream blurred itself, man. That was when... What the hell? Okay. That was weird. Like 1 minute? That's crazy. Okay, well, it ziplines this way, but it doesn't zipline vertical. And now remove this one. I have no idea why I did that. All right, let's start building some more walls. It's F, blueprints. It's a lot easier to build them like this because it just like snaps right on it now. So it shouldn't be an issue at all, unless I do that. Boom. I thought you would get a shock because it's raining. Oh, that's what you thought? Stream got shy. Didn't want to show. It's like I gotta cover up, man. Were you trying to get me electrocuted, man? That's messed up. Trying to get me zapped out here. Like that. Yeah, this is a lot faster now. Again, like I said, it's still going to take a long time. But at least it's going a little quicker. Once I got the initial walls up here on that floor, now it's just going up. I have a feeling I'm going to hit like a material problem pretty soon, though. I thought they added that as a feature. No, I don't think so. At least I haven't heard of it. They added the rain, obviously, but I didn't see nothing about getting electrocuted. That'd be crazy. All right, let's go down a little bit. So I start losing it right here. So this is actually probably a good spot to do a little bit more for the wires. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So on the 10th one. And how many over would that be on this side? So if I put it like right here on this one, that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I can have the wires here, and I can have the wires here. Cool. That'll work. It should work. All right, let's go like this. Power. We're gonna go with the double MK2. And on this side, I'm just gonna like skip up it. So we'll go with the power line right over here. Let's raise this thing up. Up like that. I think that'll work. Now let's do it right there for now. And then we'll plug this one in right there. Boom. And now we're going to go and grab some of these. So I should be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I can grab that. Yeah, I'm hitting a limitation right now. And then I can just go straight up and then go up 1 notch. So 4 of these tall, and then plug that in, and then I should be good to go. All right, let's keep doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hell yeah. I think that's the right spot. Grab it again and plug it in. Mega build, POG, or POG. Yeah. It's going to be a really big build. Well, it already is really big. Okay, now we grab this. Go up here to number 4. To the top. Boop. There we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that might be the right height. No, it definitely goes a little bit higher than that. I guess I placed that one incorrectly. Go a little bit higher on that one. And now we got to grab this one again. Boop. Really want to play Satisfactory, but I like to play with others. It gets repetitive and mundane. You really got to have a goal in mind that you want to do, and you got to have the mindset for it. You know what I mean? What's up, Sanju? Especially after I fully beat the story phases. Yeah. Thanks for the donation, Sanju. I appreciate it. But you just gotta have the mindset for it. You know, it's like I want to build something really big, and it will get tedious. It will get repetitive at times. But that's kind of how it works with any kind of like major build. If you're doing anything super big, you don't want to do that. You don't got to, obviously, but that's what comes with it. Like I've done a lot of big builds in like Minecraft and all that. And you start realizing that most things are just a repetition of patterns. That's what you start realizing. Thank you, Sanju. Appreciate that. Thank you for those roses. Okay, let's go and grab this again. I always like to think of that's like the challenge, right? Like you're trying to come up with the idea to build something like super big. That's hard enough. But the hard part is the grind and the repetition and how tedious it can be. And can you stay long enough to complete it? I think that's the hardest part, to be honest. It's really just time at the end of the day. Now, can you actually complete it? That's the hard part. 2, 3, 4. Honestly, I want to wait until mods are back for 1.2. Also, my building skills kind of lack still. Yeah, it's just about doing it, man. The only way you can learn how to build is by looking at other people building and then just building. Sanju just throwing in them donations. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Pull this one up. Boom. I really like the buildings with depth, but inspiration is spotty. Well, what kind of stuff do you like? Oddly enough, I got this inspiration literally because I figured out how to do circles in the game. Or actually, I wanted to learn how to do circles. And then I was also thinking of the tower, the Eye of Sauron in Lord of the Rings. And this is nothing like it, but that was my inspiration, oddly enough. And then this is what came from it. Most things don't really come out the way you want them to, and that's okay. You got to be all right with that part. 1, 2. Sometimes they come out better, sometimes they come out worse, you know? But either way, you're learning something. MK2 again. Go up this way. Boom. Industrial and modern. I have a PC background of Satisfactory, of Control Room I really like. Oh, do you? So relaxing. Hell yeah. I also find that to be a thing too. Like some people actually just really enjoy the process of watching somebody do this. Others find it really boring. It just really depends. There's a different audience for everything, I guess. I like building though. A lot of times I sit here and I'm just like, is this going to be entertaining for people to watch? And the answer is yes and no. Some people will enjoy it. They like the relaxing, thing about it where you just see somebody building something. And other people are like, where's the gameplay at, man? I want to see something different. At the end of the day, you're not going to please everybody. But if I finish this project, people are going to be impressed and be like, wow, that's cool. And they're going to be wanting to like see how to do it and all that stuff. Sometimes they just like to see the end product. Boom. A lot of young people these days aren't interested in that kind of content. You're very correct. I think that's why the majority of my audience is like between 25 and 35, which is cool with me. I'm all right with that. Anybody's welcome though. But I think that's going to be the people that I'm going to attract the most to this, especially since I'm a lot more relaxed. Yeah, all the brain rot stuff. Yeah, they just want like over the top reactions the whole time. I don't got the energy for that, man. I don't have it. Like some games will pull that out of me, like some horror games, or if I'm playing a really exciting game that I really enjoy. But for the most part, I don't know how some of those guys keep that energy up. They must be like on caffeine or energy drinks 24/7. Crazy. It is impressive though. After 4 hours in the stream, it's like I have a hard time keeping my energy up. I'm just like, okay, I'm starting to slur my words. Again, I'm working as well though, so maybe it's because that's all they do. But streaming is really mentally taxing. Oop. Keep building. And streaming and playing Satisfactory, oof. Talk about mentally taxing. Like this right here is not hard because it's just like, I know what I'm doing. It's kind of like tedious work. So you just relax and start doing it. But when you're trying to like figure out like getting 100% efficiency on a factory, ooh, my brain turns to mush. Half Sword turned you into something else when you were playing. It brought out my murder side. I was having too much fun on that one. Thanks for the follow. Is it Koyoke? I appreciate it. But yeah, some games they'll bring the worst or the best out of you. It depends on what it is. What in Burj Khalifa is going on here? That's pretty accurate, actually. I think you answered your own question, Barry. Welcome back to the stream, man. We're going up with the windows. That's what we're doing. Going up real high. How was work, man? Or do you got the day off? Okay, sooner, and I am taxing, so get ready. Oh, yeah? Okay, sooner, and I am taxing. Okay. I think you're doing a play on words there, and I'm confused. I know it's tied into your name, though. Oh, you're off work? That's good. It's my day off, too. Today I went and seen Mortal Kombat, the second one, in IMAX, and I think I blew my eardrums out. It's crazy. It was so beyond loud. Besides that, though, I really enjoyed the movie. Boop. Oh, I messed that one up. You can't wait to see it? Yeah, it's awesome. I love the first. If you like the first one, you should like that one as well. And some of those fight scenes are just badass. And Johnny Cage, I'm pretty sure people already know that he's going to be in there. He is hilarious. It's like a mix between Johnny Cage and Kano, where they're just fighting over the humor. Kano's hilarious. I think they did a great job with him. Okay, look at that. Holy windows. I'm running low on materials. I'm gonna have to take a little bit of a break. That's 1/4 of it. We got 1/4 of it done. Dude, that's a that's a window wall. What are you building here? This is the center tower of the factory. So basically the center tower is just going to go straight up and it's going to be hollow and it's for the space elevator. But I'll probably put elevators on the inside here that'll go up and to go to different floors. Carl Urban was a good choice for Cage. Yeah, I was surprised when I first seen him. I was like, how's this going to work? And it actually worked out quite well. He did a good job. You going to build it all like that? No. No, that's just going to be the center. And a lot of that's going to be covered up. You won't be able to see it from the outside. This will be nice because you'll be able to see this from the inside when you're walking around. But a lot of it's just going to be like these arms here that I have set up. And like, let me go to the edge real quick. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So the first level on each one of those platforms, I want to have like power sources. So they're going to be generating power. Like out here, we got the extractors, but most of the outside is going to look like this. We got the windows, and it's going to come up like that. And then it's going to go from there. It's going to go off like a ledge. Another thing of windows is going to go up here. It's going to slowly work its way up this way with different arms. Should be really cool. One by one. Yeah, it's going to take a long time. I wish they would have gotten Van Damme to play him at some point before considering who Cage is based off of. Yeah, Van Damme would have probably did really good. He's pretty old now, though. But yeah, he would have been pretty fitting for that, wouldn't he? For Johnny Cage. But yeah, this is going to be really cool, man. And then down here, we got our coal generation for power. And then I got to build other arms off here, which is going to have like fuel generation. And basically, it's going to go from the bottom level and work its way up to the top level. And the higher it goes, the more complex the building parts are going to be. That's who Johnny Cage is based off of? Okay, so that makes sense then. That's pretty cool. Definitely a connection to him. They made him a mirror to Van Damme. That's good to know. So then he would have been perfect for it. And then that wall will eventually come down. That was me testing to see how high I can build. But that's literally the height that I can build to. Way up there. And this tower seems to be it's gonna be real tall. It's gonna be really tall. And this is for iron plates. This side right here. Like over here I can do like rods. Then over there I can do like screws and stuff. It's gonna be a lot of different things to build, but it's gonna take a long time. I also need to push these out and then store them. And again, I don't know where I'm going to store them at. Maybe I should just store them right at the end here, and then I can have the conveyor belts come back over these and just go that direction back outside. I can do that. I was surprised when I found out that, and then looking at him made perfect sense. Yeah, it does when you think about it now. All right, break the MK5. We're not going to go down with it. I'm going to go up. I think that would be the better choice. Like right here, I could just use this to put storage right in front of it and then go out from here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Nope, we don't want to do that. Select the conveyor belts. There we go. All right, let's try this. I missed that one somehow. Is this the greatest build? I don't know if it's the greatest build, but it's definitely going to be a big-ass one. It's not my first time building a massive project, though. All right, let's try to get some more cargo containers. No, those are the little ones. We want the double ones. Industrial. Industrial storage. So this is going to come out here, and then I'll probably put it maybe like right here. Should work out. Then we can line that up. with the next one. Let's work our way down. Then I need to figure out how I'm going to be able to push all this stuff out, then use it in other places. That's going to be the hard part, because I've never really done it that way. I've always built like things for specific areas and never tried to like have a ton of product being made and then trying to split it off in different places. Last time, was it bigger than this? My build for... Actually, the last one I built was probably a similar size to this, but I made a city. What game is this, Astro? This is Satisfactory. All right. Let's see. Plug this in. Now these should be able to push out. Start filling in a little bit. Doing some work. And each one of these lines is built for 1,200 items a minute. That's what it's built for. So right now it's doing 780 because I have MK5s, but when I get the MK6 belts, I can upgrade all this, and then it should get pretty crazy. So most of these machines, or not most of them, but a lot of them won't be actually working, and that's okay. Basically, it's just going to output everything here, and then I want to do something like a load balancer. I'm not sure how to... I've never done it, so I want to do something like all this material gets pushed out into a line, and then once that line is full, it'll push to another one. And if I do it that way, then we'll always have full lines, and if I pull like a 780 line over somewhere, I always know that it'll be full. But I don't know how to do that. So I'm gonna have to try to figure that out. Now, as for this, I'm gonna flip this around. We'll probably do 3 of these tall on each one. I think that'll be good. That'll allow for a good buffer to put a lot of plates in, because we're also dealing with the resources being brought in by train, which there's going to be a little bit of time in between where it's not flowing. So having a buffer is a good thing. So this is going to come out this way. Then it's going to push back into this one. This goes here. Now those materials should go up in each one of them. That go the right way? Yep. Nope, wrong one. I'll do this one. And down here. So it's probably something I could eventually look up, but I'm going to try to figure it out on my own. Try to play around with it and see how I can actually get that buffer to work. I think there's simple solutions to it, like if I do like splitters, like the smart ones, I can probably do it that way. And have like overflow or something. And I think this is not lined up. What the hell happened here? That's lined up. Or maybe it is lined up. Oh, look at that. It's perspective. I think. The hell? Oh, it's got to be perspective. What's velocity? Isn't that how fast something is moving? All right, there we go. Okay, so there's that. Should be able to store into 3 of those containers. And that's going to build up on each one of those, which is going to be good. Lots of plates going through. And from there, I'm going to want to do something else here. Oh, another thing I could do too, I could actually split another belt into this. How much is coming out of here real quick on each side? We got 20 per minute, and we got 2, let's see. How many we got? 23. Let's make sure I select the right ones so nothing else gets selected. Nah, see, yep, there's 20. Okay, so we got 20 of them on each side. And we got 20. 20. times 20. So we got 400, yeah. So we don't need that. The belts on each side are handling it fine. I'm doing physics in Japanese. Oh, all right. Nice. Ever heard of the term reaching terminal velocity? Max speed, bro. There we go. Okay, so those are good then. There's 400 on each line going into those. As long as it actually has the proper amount of materials coming in, but it doesn't have the proper amount of materials coming in, so that actually won't be 400. See how they're slowing down? I'll have to get that figured out at some point, but right now I think it'll be okay. So many things the way I have this built that I need to adjust. All right, let's go back down. I'm gonna go look underneath real quick. Well, if I'm not mistaken, terminal velocity is the max speed of an object can fall. Yeah, that's the, what is it? The reason why like two objects drop from like a skyscraper or something like that, they both eventually fall at the same speed, whether it's a feather or a lead weight. Eventually they hit terminal velocity and they'll land at the same time. Something along those lines because of the friction of the air. Yeah, and this is kind of a problem too because the center one needs to be filled up first. Or not the center, but the first one. So this should work as like a balancer because they go from this one all the way over and just keep going. But if the first one's not being filled up, it's going to skip lines until eventually it has the first one. That's a little bit of an issue. Then again, if these lines go, shouldn't they go all the way back around? Like one of these will fill up eventually. If it does, shouldn't that line up over here? See, that's the problem right there. You have to put gravitational pull to that. Gravitational pull would depend on the distance. Isn't that in a vacuum chamber? A vacuum chamber would have no friction because there would be no air, right? Besides gravity would be the only thing that would be pulling. They only fall at the same speed if it's in a vacuum, otherwise air resistance will slow them at different speeds. Yeah, that would depend on the aerodynamics of the object. Okay. Now, I need to have something that actually balances out on this side. Because a lot of these aren't even going in the right spot. I gotta figure this out, man. What if I did like logistics, smart splitter? I don't think I have enough for this, but let's start placing them. So it's going to input on this side. Put it right over here. Put it like right in the center. Boop. Boop. All the way down. Oh no, these are splitters. That's not gonna work. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work that way. Because it needs to merge them at the end of this. Man, this is confusing. I'd have to do like a merger here. Or I'd have to do like a splitter, then a merger. I don't know. Conversation is getting deep. Gravity matters. If the moon versus Jupiter, higher gravity will pull faster, harder. Yeah. Where gravity is high, time goes faster. That's what you're talking about, black holes now. Like higher gravity can change the passing of time. Yes. So technically our feet is older than our head. Maybe by milliseconds or less, nanoseconds. Technically, star? No, not time. We base time off of revolutions around the sun. Time is actually a fourth dimension. We got like Z, Y, X axis, and then we have the fourth dimension would be time. So time is actually a functioning dimension. Less than nanoseconds? Yeah. The distance based on the gravity. Okay, I gotta figure this out, man. I got no idea how I'm gonna do that. Yeah, we live in 4 dimensions because we have time. A parasecond? Is that small? Is that smaller than a nanosecond? I've never heard of that one. Oh, and time is relative even without our star. Okay. Where? Oh man, my brain is hurting. You guys got me thinking about space stuff and physics, and I'm trying to figure this out, and my brain's just gone blank. 1/1,000,000th of a millisecond? That's crazy. So the idea that I have here, I want one line to be pushed out. Once it becomes full, I want it to push out into another line. That's the idea. And then do that all the way down. Like I can use mergers on the end of all this. And then with the mergers, they can come out in multiple spaces, right? I think a merger would just work. No, they merge them and put it into one line. That's the problem with this. And then how much would be coming into each one of these is the question too. It would be 1200 because that would be the max amount that could come in here is 1200 per minute because that would be the limiting factor of the belt. Eventually it would be the limiting factor of the train itself. But with that idea behind it, each one of these would actually be maxed out. I got no idea. I came here for fart jokes. I've used all my brain capacity today to talk to my idiot buddy earlier. Baldy. Then do it. Just do it. So if I do it like this, put it all the way down. All connected. This is obviously going to merge all of them. And it might work because on the back side I still have it all like filtering. Probably won't work the way I want it to though. I think I might be overthinking it like I usually do. So I'm a source of time because I'm a star. Well, depending on your gravitational pull, right? And then this one. Boop. And if I go like that, what happened here? Where's your arrows at? Oh, because it's going out that direction. See, now this is where the problem comes out. So if I have them all merged, they're going to connect all through here. So I'd have to put a splitter in between them. Oh. Okay. Okay, I think I see what's going on here. Get out of here. Oh, I pull hard. I can appreciate that. A source of light at the very least, indeed. Okay. I think I know what I'm going to do now. So let's get all these mergers connected. Merge them all. So if we merge them all together, they're going to be all on one line. Now the problem with that though is that it's actually going to be stopping with like one line. So that's also another issue, but I have to figure that out. Why is the audio getting all weird down there? Too much stuff going on and doesn't know how to handle it. Okay, now we go like this. Plug them all in. And in between, when I want the like the amount of materials that come off, I would just use a splitter in between. I guess that's the idea I got in my head. Oops. Oh, those ones are placed wrong. You need to build a Taco Bell in there? Oh man. I think I'm already dead. Y'all just see me seeing my pass because speed of light so slow. Yeah, that could happen. But wouldn't we all be dead at that point? Okay, and then that would just go this way. Because we're not actually pulling them out of the mergers. We're gonna split them off. Oops. So basically, if I want 1200 to be coming out, I would put like a splitter right here. I'd be like, okay, split it off right here, and then pull out 1200 of them. And then I would do it at the end of each one of these, which would be an extra 1200. But I would start off at the end, so if there's anything in the back that's actually not like connecting, like enough of it, then I would just do it that way. That makes sense. Like this one here, I can just pull right out. Let's go like this. Put it in the straight mode. And then plug it in. And actually the way I turn that, I don't like it. The reason why is because I probably need this end here. That's how I was lifting stuff up before. I gotta build a toilet too. I got a toilet on here, man. I already got a porta potty. I'm built for this. Now this one, we can split this one off. Like this. Another splitter here. This one can go like that. And then that one can go like this. Now they're all connected. Now the problem we're going to have, I'm thinking, is the limitation is going to be the belt itself. Yeah, see how it's going straight over this way? They need to catch up, but that belt at the end is going to do that. Okay, so that might be the problem. Speaking of food, I went to BC Osaka today for lunch. It was awesome. What's BC Osaka? See, now this is the issue. Because now we're just tied in line with that one belt. It goes 780 items per minute. It can fill this one up. But then we get to this part and it's a problem. Oh, a hibachi buffet? Oh, that's pretty cool. Isn't that where they cook in front of you? Yeah, see, it's just slowing down. It's not going fast enough. It's not enough speed. Man, I got no idea. So in other words, what I'm thinking is that if I'm going to do a merge thing, I'd have to like split it off and then merge it to another level and another one and just work its way all the way down. It's going to be hard. It's definitely not going to work out the way that I think it will. Like this is going, but it ain't going. F, man. So that's going down that way. That one's going down that way. But so if this comes through here, it merges into this. But then it goes that way. So that's going to be a full line of 780. And then it goes down this way. But then it splits and pushes into this one as well. Because this line's full. Now, if that's the case, why aren't these lines full? It's splitting, but it's not coming out of this one at all. Something's going on with this splitter. Even if stuff's coming through here in the first place, it should be splitting. What's up, Sea Lion? Welcome back. Oh man, what the hell? Yeah, why is that not splitting? If you're a splitter, you're supposed to be like doing one that way, one this way. The hell? Or is it doing one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm only going to split once I push it all the way through and it gets filled up and then it goes off. It shouldn't do it like that. Oh, this splitter's working. Hold on. Put it on there. There it goes. Okay, it wasn't even working. All right, there it goes. The first line looks like it's full speed. The second one looks like it's half speed. Yeah, it does. Okay. So that one's going good, but that's because it's going straight into this. This one's splitting, but it's splitting between those lines there. This should eventually catch up, but again, these lines are at the mercy of just this one line trying to pull it all in. That's a bit of a problem. So if I go like this, put the conveyor output 780, and that's probably half, right? 390. Now what if I had another line going? Would this be half of that? Let's see. There it goes. That should be connected. I'll line that up with that. Plug it in. Grab another one of these. 390 as well. So since they're going to be splitting, they're all going to be at 390. But the last one's at 780 because it's not being split in half. Huh. Now I wonder if I did a smart splitter. Oh, what's a priority merger? Merge up to 3 conveyor belts into one input can be prioritized to always be merged before others. Wait a minute. Let me see how this works. I've never used one of these. Oh, look at that. You can do high... Oh. That might be able to be something that we can use here. This still doesn't change the fact that we're dealing with one line, though. But that's kind of cool. But yeah, these are all 390. Definitely not exactly what I'm looking for. F, bro. All right, well, get rid of that. So each one of these is going to basically split that line in half. That's what's happening. And to fix that, I would have to merge 2 of these together. Know what I'm saying? You gonna be right back? Okay. I'm so confused. The only reason why this is going 780 because it ain't split. But I'm splitting this line up. But each one of these is going to be split because it's 390. Oh, because it's just splitting this one line here. That's why. The other way to fix it. Hold on a minute. Damn. That would bring them back to full speed. So the reason why I have it like this is because I wanted to go straight down this line. I want them to all connect. But I'm thinking I can do like where it splits, there could be a way that I could split it and connect it to this one through the merger. Maybe I can do something like that. I don't know if it'll work that way. I'm just kind of throwing things together right now because it's not clicking for me. So if I went like that, and then like this. And then is that going to boost that one up? I don't think it's going to boost it up because it's still going to split it in half. This one's getting cut in half now. Yeah, this isn't working the way I thought it would. Because I think no matter what, this merger here, or this splitter, is going to always cut it in half no matter what. It ain't like something like, okay, we put it together and it pushes out full speed. Unless one of these fills up or something. Like, even if I cut this one off, it still doesn't boost that one up. Why is that? I think it's because it's just tied into that line. I think the other way to do it is I'd have to split it and then use a merger on it and then connect it that way. There's probably a better way to do this. I can't think of it though. It always cuts it in half, so every other one will be going down the line. Yeah. So what I'm thinking... I'm thinking I'd have to do like a merger. Like that. And then this one that was splitting here would have to come off here. But even then though, I'd be splitting this two ways. So even if I put another one there, like this, it would still only go up by like a third. Like it's going up now. It's not going to 780 though, right? Maybe. You gotta search. Oh, it's going up. But that's because it's splitting off this way. But if I go like that, now it's going to drop down probably. Yeah, see, there it goes. So that's a little bit of an issue. It's a little bit of a problem. It's not going to be full speed like that. Okay, this is not going to work the way I thought it would. Having it like a load balancer here is not going to be the best option. At least not in this strategy that I have here. Because at this point now we're splitting this in two ways. So it goes from 780. So 780 divided by 2, it's 390. And then you got to divide that by 2 again. That's essentially what we're getting through it. What's the goal? The goal for me is so basically I can have the last box becoming and like push all the way down here and push to the end. So each one of these lines is full at this side before it gets to the end. So like, for example, the last one, all the lines will be pushed into the last one. Once it's full, it'll push back one more and then one more and one more until eventually it'll all be full lines, even if this is not completely full, if that makes sense. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And there is a way to do it. Like if I did like rows of this all the way down, I think that would work. But it'd be kind of weird how that would work. Hold on. Let me try something. Makes sense? If you swapped all those out for smart mergers, wouldn't that do what you want? I'm not sure because the smart mergers only have one exit. Like if I do the smart merger, it still... Wait, hold on. No, smart splitter. Priority merger. It still only has one exit. So that's not really what I'm looking for. So let me try something else. The other thing I was thinking was like, you would go all the way down here You start on this one, and then I'd have to do something like this. So this would be one line, and then I would do like a splitter right on this line. And then you'd have to go out like another merger, like right here. Then it would go down like this. Now the problem with that is that now if I want to do it here, I'm not gonna have the room to do it. I'd have to like lift it up and go over. And then just keep like splitting them down until it keeps going like this all the way down. Something like that might work. But I don't know. I don't know, man. This will be something I'll have to figure out later. And like all those are going down that way, but it ain't gonna match it up. Okay, let's do this one. Get rid of that. So this one's a full one. Now if I had this one go out like this, now this one would have to split off into it. But then I'd have to skip that one and go to the next one. I'd have to do something like that. I'm so confused. Like this one would have to come off this way because it'll be half. And that would actually make this one, that if I merge it, become a full one. And I'd have to do like every other one that way. But then I'd have half the lines. And really I'm just be merging with one over the other as opposed to all of them. Why is that not going in? F? Why are you not plugging in? Boop. That. The smart splitter will send the main line until it's full, then you can set one side to overflow. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. That's probably the way I gotta do it, huh? Let's see if that one works the way you're saying it. Smart splitter. Put it there. Plug this one on over here. And then if I do this, then the left output would be for overflow. And then the center output would be for iron ingots. Don't think it's necessarily working though. Longer runway per segment. Yeah, it's still splitting though at the same amount. Or, oh, no. Maybe try it this way. Overflow. And then I think it's still going to split it though. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on a minute. I think I got it. So we just got to prioritize the split to the left side, which is going to be at full speed. And then any overflow will go down the line. Yep, I think we just figured it out. That's the answer. Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, that looks like it's working. All right, get rid of this one. So the smart splitter, we're going to get that. Put it there. And this should go like right here. Oh yeah, look at that. Hell yeah. All right, thanks for the help, everybody. I think we got it figured out. Yeah, those are 780s. And it's pushing everything in from here. Nice. Very cool. All right, I think we got some solutions now. And any other line that I want to come out of here, I'll just put another smart splitter and then push it right out from there. and then it should boost it up. Oh, that makes me happy. Thank you, thank you. So Smart Splitter was the option. I initially thought about it, but I couldn't wrap my head around exactly how I would make it work. But this makes sense. This works now. That's the hard part about doing all this stuff. A lot of times it's hard just to wrap your head around it. Nice. Okay. We have the iron coming in. Boop. Now we should see the stuff rolling in like crazy. Well, maybe not crazy, but it is rolling in. It's got to catch back up, though. You like blue and orange? I just noticed. Oh, yeah. I do a lot of blue and orange. I like black and red, though, too. You like see my logo now? I do like black and red. But initially, I had blue and orange for my my channel stuff. All right, well, we got that. Sweet. Okay, time to take a little bit of a break from this tower. Been sticking to it for a little bit in order to break up the tedious stuff and still have a little bit of fun. I need to go out here and maybe try to find some copper nodes and make a train for copper. I think we might need to do that too. That would be cool. We get another train line. Also, there's a bug in 1.2 that I found. I don't know if they fixed it or not, but if I delete any of the trains on the line, it basically crashes the game. So I might want to try that in a second and see if I can figure out why it does that, but I need to save before I do that. All right, got rid of that thing. Should have another train coming in a second. Where are you, Mr. Train? That was my iron one. So a coal one should be showing up soon. Okay, actually, let's do this. Let's save real quick. We'll do the main one. And then I'll go like, let's do this real quick. So basically, if I grab a train, put it on the line, then I'm just like, cool, get rid of it. Okay. What if I drive it? All right, hold on. I'm glad starting my conversation about attractive females helps solve your speed issue, Bali. All right. No, okay, wait a minute. It didn't crash the game. Weird. It did that last time like 3 times. Hold on. Let's drive down to the other side. The game just called you a fibber? I think it did. I always like a good conversation about attractive females, Barry. Especially when my brain's all preoccupied trying to figure out how to solve an issue. It's a great distraction on not getting your solution. All right, let's go this way. So last time I did this, I'm seeing if I can replicate the bug, but for some reason I can't replicate it now. Let's go down to the end of the train line. And I remember I went all the way to like the coal factory, and then I went to go delete it, and then the whole game blew up. Good, as do we apparently. Hell yeah. Hold on, wait a minute. Something ain't right. What's not right? Now we go up here. Let's get over to this other facility, and then I'm going to delete it, and we'll see what happens. Hit the brakes. Boop. Okay, look at that. It's not broken. Maybe they did like a patch or something. Well, that's nice, because last time I did that, it crashed the game like 3 or 4 times in a row. I think it's in one of my streams. But yeah, that was annoying. So we're good. Remember in that B movie, are you here, little bed bug? Oh no, it's been a long time since I've seen that one. Sort. Let's go back to this thing. So now I need to have something for like a copper train. And bring in the copper. And I also have all this iron coming in that I'll have to probably boost this up to more than what I already have. Seems like these are working. What about this one? Yeah, it seems to be working. They're all full. Seems to be going pretty good. Remembering that, let's see, are you her little bed bug? What you talking about, bro? You're talking about the B movie, and it said, are you a little bed bug? I don't remember any of that. I just remember them trying to defend the hive. I haven't seen it in so long. Okay. Holes here. And it's all full now, huh? Oh, look at that. Well, that's good news. Man. Did the coal finally catch up? Looks like it's not actually pulling out enough for it to fall behind, which is really good. Happy with that. Never mind, bro. Yeah. It's going right over my head, man. I apologize. You did watch the movie Balls Up today? Okay, let's go try to find some copper. Copper nodes. Those are iron ore. We already got those tapped out over here. We got a normal copper node. We got a pure one over there. Those are all iron too. Two normal copper nodes over there. They're kind of spread out, aren't they? They're spread out all over the place. What about this one? Another copper node. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like conveyor belt all those into an area and then put a train on it. We got two here, one here, and then one way over here, and they seem to all be normal. And then we got one pure. I'm thinking like this area here would be the place to build something for it. Right over there in that opening. How's this gonna look? And basically I got a conveyor belt all of them to this area and then build a train station and connect a train to it so I can pull it all over there. Is it okay to play Spotify in the background? Oh, on my videos? No. If I did, I would get no ad revenue. The way I'd have to do that is I'd have to get those like royalty-free music. And then I have to have like the licenses from it. Then I can do it that way. But yeah, if I did that, it would probably be a little bit more entertaining. Yeah, this seems to be the area. Let's build it right over here. So let's do the foundation. Start off with this one. Lock it into the grid. We go up vertically. 5 should do it. Should be high enough where I shouldn't have a problem. What is going on with the top one? Oh, is that like the rain on it? That looks weird. Okay, now we're gonna go with the not MK ones, but the foundation 1 meters. Like this, and go straight out. Grab this one. It's gonna hop back up there. This way and that way. I need some more of these explosives. Or the obelisk, not obelisk. All right, there we go. Reload. Time to mow the lawn. Great way to clear the area out. Real quick, like. Zoop mode. Let's fill this place up. And then I gotta bring the other stuff to it. You got a notification? Did you upload a video just now? I don't think so. I do have them scheduled, but I have one for like 12 p.m., not 12 a.m. So maybe you're just getting a late notification. Blow that up. Foundations for days. I don't know why. Every single time I watch your stream, Bully, I get hungry. Oh, really? Start getting all hungry. Eat all that food. Keep it going. So this is going to be the platform for the copper train. That's what this is going to be. And then I'm going to bring copper in from all those other areas to reach over here. That's what's going to be happening. So I got to go find the copper nodes, make those MK2 miners, and then conveyor belt it all the way into this area. That's what's going to happen. This month is good for Xbox games. 3 major games: Forza 6, 007, and Sub 2. Again, I know Forza 6 and I know Subnautica 2 are coming to Game Pass. Is 007 coming to Game Pass? You made and tested some tater tots? Nice. If it's coming to Game Pass, I'm going to be so excited. I'm playing that one day one if it's on Game Pass. If it's not on Game Pass, I don't know yet because I don't know if I'll be able to afford it. But I really want to play that one. Okay, so we got a big old platform. Now I'm going to need some power. Luckily, we have power lines right here. Bring the power. And then I also have to have a train line that comes in and connects over there. So basically, the train would have to come in this way, which I can go off of that line over there, and then bring it all the way in here to connect, and then bring it back that way over that direction. Ooh, that's gonna be kind of hard. Hoping so. You think about making some fries? Hell yeah. Okay, it's gonna be a situation here. It's gonna be a situation. And this needs to be big enough to have 10 cars on it. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. Transport, railway. So at the start of it, like right here, pull it this way. That's not the right direction. Boop. Pull it all the way downtown. Bring it around town. There we go. And now I'm going to go like this. Train station. Flip it around. See where it's located. Give it like 1, 2. That should be fine. Put it like right over here. Maybe a little bit more room. That way I can actually have conveyor belts coming in. And I want this pulled back a little bit. That way I got some room to pull the train line out of here. We want at least 3 foundations in front of it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we can go up 1 more. Train for days. That's right. Trains for days. And then we go like this in the middle because I like it like that. I like it right in the middle. And then this is going to be train configuration. This will be copper train input, or no, copper station input 1. There we go. Now we're going to go like this. Empty platform. Boop. And then we go like freight platform. Like that. The nice thing about having these train lines is eventually they work like power lines. That's the cool thing about it. At the moment, it doesn't have any power. It's not connected to the main line. So I gotta put my own power line on it real quick. Should be able to allow me to fly up right now. We go like this. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're gonna have to go out a little bit more. Just a little bit. Like that. All the way downtown. All right, grab some more. So I was at 6, right? 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's make sure we count it. 10. Okay, so that should be 12 total. Perfect. Let's pull this one back. Gotta get that extension on it. As you can see, the train station is pretty damn big. It's for one train. One train to rule them all. And bring in the copper. Fill it all up. There we go. Watch me get real lazy and just throw ramen in the microwave. That is an option. That is always an option. Boop. And I think that should be enough. Again, you need like at least 3 foundations to make a turn with a rail track. So like this right here would go like a 3x3 would be a perfect turn. And another one, this would go out here. So a perfect turn from here would be like this one right there, right in the center. And I don't know if it'll connect properly if you do it like that. I think you need like 2 foundations in between to connect it. I could be wrong. We're gonna find out. And boom. Yep, too small. Can't do it, Cotton. You don't have the power. Okay, well, let's do it like this, though. It should be fine. Still connects pretty good. And boop. There we go. So that's connected now. So this will be the input. Comes in this way. Turns right into here. If I want to have another track, I can. I can just go straight that way and turn again. So that one comes in that way, and then it'll go out this direction. Just like it was supposed to. Going to bed? Okay, Sooner. Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. You have a good night, man. And we go like this. This one should come out of this way. And then it goes rotated like that. And then it rotates right here. You can go straight out that way. Put them like side by side. But normally I actually like to have them where they're not so close together like that. Usually I like to have like a little opening in the middle. That's a little bit of an issue. F. This might have to go over one more if I want it to be like that. Or the other option, there's an easier option without having to move that whole thing. We just move this one over one. Yeah, we can do that. Then it would work. Okay, so let's do this. easier option is the best option. We don't have to remove an entire train station that I just built. We can just do this. Add a little bit more foundation. Boop. And then just extend the turn up here a little bit. Should be good to go. Easier fix, less of a problem. Get rid of that. Then we can go over 2 and then turn it and get the perfect turn I was talking about. Look at that. Would you look at that? Okay, I don't like that. Get out of here. And now we just continue. Plug that one in there. Now the train line will work. And still look kind of nice. Oh, I think I messed that one up. Connect properly. Boop. All right, there we go. That should do it. The train line. Now, I need to be able to figure out how I'm going to connect this all the way over there and still make it look good. That's the hard part. Well, it doesn't really look that good right now. It's literally the whole thing's floating on like one foundation. Look at that. It's on one foundation just floating there. We can make it look good later. Just needs to be connected. What am I working on? I'm working on making a copper train that's going to get copper nodes in this area, put it into the train, and then push it over to my giant tower of power. Also known as ball tower. That's what we're doing. Each process takes a long time to figure out. All right, let's go this way. Going like that. Now, the other thing I should do is probably just roll over here real quick and then build the line off of this building that I already have built. I think it'll be a little bit easier to deal with that way. At least I know where it's coming from or going to, you know. So now the other thing I can do here, I could still utilize this line to work. This is the input line, right? That I have those other trains coming in on. I could always have those other trains go in through this way. Now the problem is we might have some congestion doing it that way. The Bald Khalifa, that's right. The other option is I could have another line come from here and just rotate out this direction. That would probably be the better option. That way, if there is any trains that get locked in here, it might not be such a big issue. Yeah, maybe we should do something like this. This should be interesting. Zoop mode. Okay, so basically, we'd have another line right here. But it would go maybe this way. Rotate it like this. Boop. Looks like it should make it through. We don't have to have a turn that big though. I can be like, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. We can just do it right here. Boop. And then go down this way. And so what it's going to do is basically merge off this line. The reason why I'm going to have it go down this way instead of going like right off this line here, you got to think about how long these trains are. If I have a train that's 10 long and it goes right there and gets stuck, like say it stops right here, I need to be able to have this further back so it has like enough room for one train to sit here while also having the other trains be able to just go right past it. So you're thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There. This is where we got to come off at. This right here at this foundation all the way up to that signal is how long one of these trains is. It's kind of long. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of long. So this is where we'd have to break it off at. So I'll put the signal like right here and then have it like break off right there. Now, how am I going to do this? Oh, I know. I know. So we'll just put a line right here and then like have it connect to it. It's probably too far. Nope, that did it. And then at this point right here, sharp is too sharp, bro. It's too sharp. There we go. Something like that. There we go. Now I can decide which way it wants to go. You can see there's the train. Oh no, I didn't make it long enough. Ooh, that's not even long enough. Oh no, it's got to be 24 foundations. I did 20. Okay, so if that was the 20 mark, it needs to go out like right here. Oh, it's big. Okay, put it there. Let's put it like right here, maybe. Boop. Train be too big. All right, so now if another train's coming through, it'd be like, okay, but we want to take a turn right here, so we're going to just drop it off that way. Now, how am I going to do the signals here? So this is an entrance, that's an exit. So technically, I could have it where... Let's see if this actually lines up properly. Oh. Oh, I think it just does it. I don't know, man. It kind of looked like it still wasn't long enough. The way those trains are moving. Freaking long, man. I think it's just long enough. I guess all I got to do is look at the size of that. Jesus. It's big. All right, we got to go back a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Let me guess. I can't do it here. Or no, I can. It's going to be right at the bottom, though. I don't like that. Should still work, though. That'll 100% be long enough. And now if I wanted to do a signal, I'd do like a pass signal here. And then after the pass signal, I would do like a block signal and a block signal. Something like that. And the reason why this one ain't working is because there's no end to it. But at the end of the day, now this thing can be like, okay, we're going to register whether or not we're going to go through this path. And if there's something over here, it'd be like, nope, you can't do it because there's something in the way. And if it wants to go here, even if there is something there, it don't matter. It'll just take that route. That's how it's supposed to work. Will it work that way? Well, we won't find out until we go through it. You know what I'm saying? All right, now I can just pull this train rail line down this way. Okay, that's the limitation. Go all the way down over here. And so this one's going to be the input. So now the input's got to go straight this way, as far as I can take it. I got to be careful, though, because we got to have the... I think the output needs to go over this direction. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of an issue. So the input needs to probably go that direction. And then the output's going to have to come over here and go along the side of the building. Yeah, it's got to go down like through here. Because then it connects to the front. Let's go see real quick. Make sure I plan it out. Got one of those fleas down there. Mr. Bean. Plug this one in. So the other one's going to have to come through here and just connect right at the end. And I shouldn't have to worry about these being a problem when they come through, because they're not going to sit here. They're just going to take off and go. Unlike the other one, that this is kind of like an input to see if it's like a queue, right? Like a line. This one over here is not really a line. Like the train's just going to go out this way. It'll have to stop for a second if there's one there, and then it'll just follow it behind. So that shouldn't be an issue. As long as I have enough of these block signals, which I need to put some more of them in there eventually. Let's see how long that train is. Yeah, okay. So I can probably put another block signal somewhere up there if I needed to. These trains are so freaking long, man. It makes it a lot harder to figure this out. It's always going as big as possible, which is cool, but it makes it kind of hard, you know what I'm saying? I like to give myself a challenge, apparently. Okay, so this one's going to go this direction. Then it's going to rotate out here. Like right over here. Does having two trains in the front make it faster? It allows you to pull more. So basically, if you have a train that's more than 5 cars long and you're going up inclines, I would recommend having 2 locomotives because it'll allow you to have more, I guess, torque to be able to pull the weight. Because eventually it'll become a problem. So 3 and then 3. And boop. It's kind of a weird turn right there. All right, a perfect turn would be right here. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it would connect like that. Perfect turn. We go like this. Straight down. So this would be the exit, which is where that copper train would be coming through. This would be exit rail line. Okay. And then this one, probably not try to blow it up in my hand. That would help. Boom. Now this. So we got that rail coming in. And then we need to have the other one, which would be here, but that's not going to work because, well, there's a big rock in the way. And how high is that building? Maybe we do need to lift it up, though. Okay, so now I can probably pull that over here. At least closer so I can see the height that it's at. Then I might be able to go over that rock. We might be okay with it. It'll all be okay. Grab this one. Can you blow that rock up? Well, that's a good question. I don't know if that rock can get blown up or not. The enemies are coming for me. All right, pull this one out that way. Then we're going to rotate that direction. Oh, that didn't go out 10. Now, which one is this? I think this is the input one. Yeah, this is the input one. Okay. Wanted to see which one this was. And it does look like I have to go up a little bit. And yeah, that rock, we can't blow that up, Barry. That is the landscape rock. It's too much rock, you know what I'm saying? Not enough blowing it up. Okay, we gotta go over here. Now this one could get deleted. Doesn't need to really be there at the moment. Now this, I guess I could go like this though. Yeah, let's try something like this. Let's make it easier. Don't work against the terrain, work with it. This one's gonna connect there. So this is the input. It was like this. This is the output. Now we gotta have the rotation that goes from here to there. Boop. And then that one's gonna be too close. So we'll just go like that. Do like a little half thing here, and then we'll connect it. Boom. I've seen a few people on the streets of Chicago that would blow that rock. They'd figure it out, huh? It'd be no problem for them. All right. Now this is going to line up with that. The foundation's going. Let's raise this up. Double ramp. I'll pull this back a little bit. And we'll go here again. See how high up we got to go. I think that might be it. That looks like it's it. Okay, we're lined up. Now I just got to go with this one. Same thing. And the incline is nothing. I used 1 meter instead of 2. So the train should be able to go up that like it's nothing. No problems at all. Goes like that. One more. And we go here. And let me guess, I'm going to go right into that power station. Or that power pole. Go right into it. I'll have to move it out of the way in a sec. Go that way. A little bit further. We go here. And we're connected. Thanks for following, Mission. I appreciate it. All right, there we go. Got a little bit of a line going here. Got ourselves another subscriber. Now I just got to pull it down this way. So now the problem with this, though, is that... No, this rail actually has power to it. Okay, so I can just lay this down and I'll have power. It's fine. Never mind. As long as we got the lines coming in, we're good. Pull this to the end, and we need to be probably about right here. And rotate it like right about there. I'm going to get one line all the way down. That way I have some power coming down for me. Lift it up. Boom. Now, this is where it should turn. And perfect lineup. A little bit further. Down that way. Looks like that should be where I should be. And then over like this. Now we got to go down to the half point. And then go straight down to the bottom. And we got to go from the bottom of the ramp, pull our way up to probably like one foundation, and then it should connect like this, and then the slope shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, it connects pretty good. Now, this is a bit of a problem. Why I lifted up like that is probably because it connected to the actual slope rather than the flat part. Any advice on building a train depot? Ask me a specific question about that. Like, what are your concerns about building one? Or what is your purpose for it? That might help as well. Steer me in a direction to help you out. There we go. That's one line. Let's go get the other one. We'll pull it all the way back here, and then we'll have the input and the output for the train, and then we can just build one, and then I gotta go get the copper and bring it out over to the train station. All right, start pulling it down. Now this one needs to be here, and then over here. And now that I'm doing this, I should be able to pull it as far as I want because I have the other train line over here, the rail line, that's giving me power so I can hover my little backpack thing. My little hover backpack. Makes it easier to build. Boop. Let's go back here. Oh, right to the end. It's the halfway mark. Pull foundation down. And then down to the bottom. To the halfway mark. And then plug it in. There we go. Got ourselves some train line going. Okay, so those are all hooked up. Besides, actually, we got to plug this in real quick. This goes over this way. So I think I want to pull this forward a little bit more. Maybe like right here. And then plug it in. Nope, too far. Try that one. There it goes. It's a little bit better. Okay, so we got a full train line. Now the other thing I gotta do is some signals. So we gotta have some signals down here. Let's see if that other thing fixed itself. Just a central train depot for everything. Don't forget the power pole. Power poles would be good. The rails work as power poles, so that's kind of nice. Or are you talking about getting rid of it? Oh yeah, move it probably. Just a central train depot for everything. I would recommend that you do it in like a line and kind of do something like this. So when you're making train depots, say that are you trying to make it like a sushi train where basically each freight car holds a different item, or you try to do each, like one train in one train station sticks to one item? I would recommend you do something like that. It'll make it a little bit easier. If you do that, I would recommend sticking to trains that are like maybe 4 or 5 long. It'll be easier to handle. And then put them side by side with a little bit of room in between. Say like maybe 3 foundations, so you have rooms for the conveyor belts. And then just go straight down the line with them. And then you could do something almost like a manifold setup like you do with your splitters, where you have a rail line come in and you can split them off like this into each one of these areas. And then you just basically have them go down the line like that. And you can go on the other side and do that too. And you can even do a double line one if you needed to. So like if they wanted to leave on one line and something had, like there was a train in it, they can take another line. That's more complicated, but essentially that's what you would do. Or at least what I would do. All right, let's head back over here. Oh wait, nope. I wanted to check this. I wanted to check the signal before I got a little distracted. Let's see if the signal's working now, since there should be a loop now. Still blinking. Why is it blinking now? There goes that train. Block has conflicting entry signal types. What you talking about, Willis? Like, oh. Why'd that one stop there? Uh-oh, things are... Oh. Oh, it's probably here. Ah, okay. Okay, this is it. You could do it that way, or you could just eat a bag of gummy bears. You could do that too. Okay, so I think the issue here is this. See how it's having a problem and these won't leave? It's because I think the signals are getting a little bit messed up here. So maybe one right here, because this is an entrance. And then that'll go to the block at the end. There it goes. If you do signals, you have to have all entrances be signals, or it'll get confused. There goes that one. Now this other one should call. Needs time now. Looks like it's through there. There it goes. The other one's rolling in now. What the hell is that? What is that? Hey, Bean, where you going? That mother trucker, did he pay? That son of a bitch. I don't think he's... Mo Trucker's taking a free ride. You see that? Oh my god. Oh, I think I got robbed. Got free fare and everything. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen. That was pretty funny. All right, I think it's working now, though. All right, let's go over here and see if that signal's working. Yep, it's working now. Sweet. Okay, so it should work. Now, the other part I'd have to do is block signals. And the reason why you do block signals is you either define an exit with a block signal. So like the train knows where the exit is, where to stop and all that. But it also creates these colors here, these blocks. He's got places to be and factories to breed. Ain't that the truth? So basically what this does, this color right here, if I put a block signal like right here, it's going to change the color. So that's a block, and now that's a block. But you see now, I don't have any block signals in between here and here, so that entire lane all the way over to the other train station is one block. And the problem with that is if you have two trains on this line, and one comes in here, clip that. Oh, I did. And if one train comes in here, say that it's stopped here, it's like, okay, is this spot empty? If this spot isn't empty, I can't go forward. Now, if there's a train that's already through here and there's room for it to be on this line, it's not going to think that, because it's like, oh, the whole block's got a train in it, I can't go forward. So then you would do multiples of these. And since each one of the trains I have is like 24 foundations long, I probably want to put them pretty far apart from each other. So like I can do one here. So now if there's another train here, it'll check this one. And if there's no train there, but there's one over there, it'll still go forward. So rather than stopping and waiting for the train to go all the way over there and then come all the way back until it gets out of that block, it won't do that. It'll keep going. So you want to be able to space those apart properly so the trains can continue to move. And if you do it at the length of the trains that you have, that's why it's kind of important to have trains that are all the same size, because then you can do your block signals built for those trains and keep your train lines moving with multiple trains on them without having hiccups. That is why and how you do that. So let's put some more in here. So if I really wanted to make it like really particular, I'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, probably 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So probably right there is where we'd have it. Boop. Flip it around. Make sure it's on the right side, point in the right direction. Now we got another block. Now if a train's coming through there, it should be good to go. Now we do the same thing. Go through these. I'll have it count for me. And I'm kind of skipping this corner here and just starting here. And that way I don't have to worry about the curve and trying to count that. Oop. So another one will go here. And it just has to be a rough area. It doesn't have to be perfect, just good enough. And then do the same thing. Wait for 24 again. So right here. Should be good. And then we continue again. And again, the nice thing about these rails is that it acts like a power line, so it just basically gives me all the power that I need while I'm building all this stuff. There we go. That should be good. Now I don't got to worry about this part. But over here, so you only need a pass signal if you have like an intersection. If you don't have an intersection, you don't need a pass signal. So right here, we would just do another block signal. And that way, if you have multiple trains coming through here, you don't have like this train run into that one because it thinks it's open. It doesn't look for trains, it just looks for the actual blocks on the rails themselves. So let's go over here. We'll start it like this. All the way downtown. Should be like right there. Actually, I'll just start it here, and this will make it easier. Actually, no, it won't. Never mind. So it's not going to be the same length since the corners are different and it doesn't go as far. I can't really copy the sides and think it'll work just like the other one. So I'm not going to do it that way. I was thinking about it, but it won't work that way. Start it over there. Boop. And then we got this power line. That's going to be a little bit of an issue. But it's a pretty easy solution. I just go like that. Fly over here. And you just go like this. And then basically just plug it into that one again. Boom. Done. Solutions. Alright. Lock signal. Grab this one. Bring it downtown. Over here. Oh, these are different. So it doesn't count. There we go. So put it like right here. Lock signal again. Boop. Now, well, I think one more should do it. Actually, there's already one at the end over there. Yeah, we'll just leave that one open. All right, that should be good. There we go. Now what about over on this side? I have another one over there too. Okay, yeah, it's all set up. We got block signals all the way down this bad boy. Now we got to go back over here. Set the train up. We should have our train working and going back and forth, although we don't have our station hooked up at the big tower yet. So that's a little bit of an issue. Little bit of a problem. Actually, a matter of fact, let's just do this real quick. Boop. Let's hook up both those bad boys. And then I can be like, this one's going to be copper train 1. And then we don't need to do any timetables because we're not doing auto driving yet. We're just going to drive this bad boy over back to the big bald tower and then connect the other train station so we can have one for copper. And then I can basically just let this thing go and it'll do what it's supposed to do. Should be good to go. That's what I'm not going to put no freight cars on it yet. Just going to use this as a travel buggy. I better be careful here, because if I'm not, I'm going to run into one of those other trains. There's that one. I'm just going to follow it. I'm coming, Mr. Train. Coming in hot. Nice and steep incline. There's another train. We're definitely getting some more trains on this line, I'll tell you that much. And then this ramps area that I have here, I need to put more blocks on it because at the moment there's like none. And that's a little bit of an issue because then trains are just going to stop until one of these trains is completely off this. And it's not going to work the way I want it to. We're going to have to figure that out. MK Ultra? What you talking about? Same thing goes for this too. I haven't put a lot of the brakes in between this. A little bit of a problem. Now I'm going to run into a problem here because we don't have another station that's connected, so I can actually get off this and go to it. So I'm just going to have to park this right in the middle and stop all the trains like an ass. Oh, the experiment in Outlast? Okay, now I think I'm remembering what you're talking about. Okay. Let's go over here and extend this thing. This is going to be the copper station. So I'm going to name this one. This will be Bald Tower Copper Output 1. Wow, what an experience. Okay. Grab this. We're going to go with a freight. Flip it over. 1. Nope. Flipped around. What does outlast even mean? It means you're trying to outlast, like last longer than whatever's trying to get you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that should do it. Let's double check. Oh, make sure it's only the freight platforms. Yep, that's 10. Okay. Boop. Grab the line. Straight out from here. As far as I can. And now, let's see how I did it over here. So I went to this line here. Oh, that's right. And then we went out 3.5 foundations. Okay. And a half. And then we connected it. How far away was this one? So the connection point is right here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. So it's going to be right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right on this foundation right there. Boom. There we go. Got a plug-in. Now we can get you out of the way. Now we got an issue though, because we have an intersection that needs to be taken care of. Okay. Another block section. So if we do this, should do it. Now the other train's coming, so that's good. Now the problem we have right here is that this train's going to stop. Because this block right here, it's like, oh, there's a train there. So we can do something like this. Should probably have done that all the way down here. Got one right here. Oh, I got one on the end over there though. There it goes. Now this one's having a problem because it just doesn't have an output yet. Let's go do that real quick. And I have a power line that is stuck inside of the terminal. What in the hell? Get out of your power line. Okay, that should be... The hell? Alright, get rid of that power line. Alright, put that there. There goes that one. Sweet. It's always cool when these trains actually work the way you think they should. It's always cool. Now we got this one. And I go right off this. And basically just connect it wherever I can. So how far off is this connection? It was like from here. So 4 of them. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like this. Well, actually, hold on. Just connect it. Just get it all connected. And then I go off from here. And then just plug it in. It just wants to go there. All right, let's go there. Being weird about it. All right, there it goes. Now, I'll do another one of these signals so I can actually plan a path out of here. We gotta go like this. And then I think we also have another problem here because this is also counted as an entrance. So it needs to be like this as well. There we go. A lot of signals, you know what I'm saying? A lot of signals. And that should work now. Because like I said, if you have a signal as your input for one of your entrances, all entrances on the track need to have a signal for it. That's what you got to do. Come over this way. I'm going to put this bad boy on here now. I told my girlfriend she should count it as an entrance. Yeah, you tell her, Barry. You tell her. The way this turns, man. She disagreed. I don't think I turned it far enough. Okay, hold on. That probably looks better. Yeah, that's a better one. But that means I need to put this over here, though. That means I need to get rid of this one. Put this one right over here. Actually, no, that should work now. Yeah, it works. Look at that. Looks a little bit better. And now we go like this. Edit timetable. So this is the copper one. So we're going to go to copper input. And then copper output. Save changes. Turn on self-driving. There you go. Oh, I should have probably put some cars on it, huh? Whoops. It'll be back. Don't worry about it. It'll come back in a little bit. I should have probably put something on. Okay, so now this one needs to be unload. I got to do this either anyways. All these have to be set to unload. There we go. Unload. But be aware though, we don't got no copper going into that train station at all yet. So we ain't got nothing going on for us. Boop. Okay. So all these will unload here and eventually go up into the building above me. And yeah, it'll all be for copper. At least that's the plan. My God, man. Now, the way this one works, it actually looks pretty good, but the problem is that this one actually doesn't line up like that one does. Not everything lines up perfectly like it does on the bottom there. I'm gonna have to like adjust it to go up at different angles. That's the problem though. Look at this. How's it gonna work here? I'm gonna have to like line them up here to go up and then turn. That's a problem. I just had to make it complicated, man. If I made it out of squares, it wouldn't have been like an issue. Offload to the left side. Nope. That would be right in the center. See this? Like we're close to it on the side here. Like this is one of the angles, but it'd have to go over the top of this one a little bit. It's part of the problem. Man. It was just a plastic bag, kitty. Still feels like protecting me though. I'm not gonna tell him different. Plastic bag. Why are you going so slow? Is it because it has to register every one of those? Oh, that's a little bit of a problem. I think it has to register every one of these. Oh no. That's a little bit of an issue. Okay, let's see how slow this goes coming out of you. Your dog thought he seen a mouse? Was he chasing him? It was just a plastic bag. So he went and chased it down. He's cute but very special. That's why you can love them so easily, you know? They're so dumb, you gotta love them. They try their best, okay? All right, I'm waiting for this one to go because I want to see if it goes slow or not. Oh, there it goes. Let's see. It goes through there. It's going slow as hell. Yep, hitting the brakes. It's got to stop there. What if I got rid of this? How would that work? Oh, hey, there's my little copper cars coming. It managed to make it back. The little copper car that could. Hi, how you doing, fellas? I know you're going fast as hell, too. Got nothing on it. Just rolling in. All right, let me shut you down for a second. Turn off self-driving. Hold on a minute. Trying to get out of here so quick. Now I gotta go like this. Freight car. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should do it. All right, Copper Train. You have a good time. You go ahead and go and do your thing. Have fun. Okay, bye. Actually, I should take a ride with him. Catch a ride. Wonder what happens now if I actually have just the like starting signals. I don't know. We're gonna find out. This thing's moving. Boom. Haha. Blowing it up. Luckily the train don't get blown up when you do that. Although that would be very entertaining. Actually, hold on. While I'm here, I might as well start working on this on the way up. There's a problem with having these block signals the way I have them. The more trains we have now, it's just going to start slowing them down. I got to make sure they can keep moving. Okay. Let's go. It's going to take a second, but it will be worth it. Go to 24. So this one right here. Okay, that should be good. And then this. Grab it. Now I gotta go with this one. Don't run me over now. So I'll put it right over here. Once the train leaves. Okay, I'm just gonna make some estimations. I'm not gonna count them every time. It's taking too damn long. I'll put another one like right up here. Maybe like right here. Put another one over this way. Maybe at the top of the hill. The idea is just so they can keep going and they don't stop for the entire block. That's all I'm trying to prevent. Do this one at the top as well. Maybe not the top. Maybe this one will be like right here. That one should do it. Do another one on this side. And we'll go down this way and probably just try to match it. Match it all. Boop. Come on, big money. That one there. Signals for days. And then it goes there. And I think I need one more. One more for Narnia. Should fix some of these problems here. All right, there we go. Is there a train coming back this way, or are we, Yeah, there's one. Okay, we're gonna catch the ride on the next train. Hell yeah. Progress. That's starting to look cool, though. That tower in the middle, with all that glass going up. That's starting to look damn cool. There goes that one. It's flying by. Like 100 miles an hour. Can I catch a ride with you? Hell yeah. Yeah, see now this one still has something going down. Shouldn't have to wait for the other ones to roll down now. Should only have to wait like one block, which is better than that entire length that it was waiting before. We still got a problem though back at the base where it comes in. I still don't have the block signal set up down there either, so there still is a waiting process down there that I'll have to fix. In the meantime, things are getting a little bit better here. Whoop. Which train is this? It's the black one, right? So it's another coal train, I think is what it is. Why are we hitting our brakes like that? I think it was slowing down so it can actually reserve something. Ah. So it has to get past here before it can make that reservation. That's why it slows down, just in case, because it doesn't know if there's a train here or not yet. So it's like, okay, signal's coming up. Gotta slow down before I hit this, because if there is a train, I need to be able to stop in time. And then once it hits this point, it's able to check the signal in front. And it's like, okay, there's nothing there. And then it goes. I see. And it doesn't check here. It checks this one. So this block here, right here with this intersection, it actually checks the one in front of it. You play the Doom games, Baldy? I have. I only played through the first one, though. But I played a little bit of all the other ones, but never beat them. But I do like those games. All right, where's the copper train? Is that the copper train? Iron ingots? There's the copper one. It's coming right in. So that one should actually turn right there. And look at, here it comes. I haven't seen it actually go down here yet. Let's go see how this looks. Ooh, almost, oh God. Get on it. Okay, we're good. Fell off. This thing's cruising, man. You ever heard of speed? Because it's doing it, man. Has no stop on this thing. Coming in hot. Trains be flying. Oh yeah. Nailed it. Sweet. I love all the what if stories they have started to come out about Doomslayer and One Punch Man. Great to fall asleep to. Oh yeah. Where people are like doing those what are they called? Like the story essays or whatever. Is that what you're talking about? They just talk about like the lore. Well, there's the copper right here. We got a copper right here. Look at that. It's a bad idea. Bad idea. Reload. Oh my God. Reload. Eat it. Aha. That's right. That's how I roll. That wasn't very good, but that's how I roll. Can I blow up the node? You can. Well, that's cool. Oh, it freaking broke it off. How would that thing take 2 explosives to destroy? That's crazy. Smack. It can blow up this entire rock, but you do it on those and it takes 2 explosives. I have a feeling these explosives just aren't working the way you think they would. It's gotta be a little bit more to that. Production. MK2 miner. Okay, we're gonna go that way with it. Foundations first. MK2. There we go. No, it's a full story about if Doomslayer entered Warhammer 40k. Oh, okay. So it's like fan fiction. Is that what you're talking about? Lock that into the grid. Same thing with this one. Okay. That's cool. People get pretty creative with that stuff. Put that in there. Then we got 2 MK2 miners. That's what we're going to use here. And we're missing materials. Of course we are. Of course we are. Oh yeah, the MAM. Let's do that too. Scan hard drives. What do we got? Steel canister. And then cheap silica. It's pretty much an audio book. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I got more hard drives. Oh yeah, I do. Remember, Kitty was going crazy finding those for me. Thank you very much. Okay, now we gotta boost these things up in a second, but I need to build a crafting. No, that's not it. The equipment one. Equipment one's for the drill. Portable miners. I'm gonna make a few of these. Let's let it go for a sec. What's up, John? Oh, we don't forget about you, John. We have not forgot about you. Oh, you talking about you helping me out with the hard drives too. My bad. My bad. Yes, you and Kitty. I was talking about the last time because Kitty was here by herself doing it. But yes, you did definitely help me in the beginning too, especially with like making some of them obelisks and stuff. I definitely appreciate your guys' help. Portable miner. And we got 20 of them. Okay, that should be good. Should be good for now. Put that back. Put it into the interdimensional storage. And now get rid of this and grab that. Put it there. Let's plug these in real quick. I need to get some power line over here. Okay. Definitely need some more power line. I see a power line. Let's go grab this one. Excuse me, bugs and creatures. Leave me alone. All right, we're going this way with it. Pull it all the way downtown. Pull this one right over here. Let's go power line, plug it in. Okay, we're in. Now I gotta configure these to be boosted. Do I have the other stuff or did I not? No, I took those out because I died once without it. Shards. Shards go in there. 3 times power. So we got 300 and 600 total. That's 600 total. That means we only need to have 1 conveyor belt pumping all this out. Which means we're gonna do this. Hold on a minute. We're gonna pull it up a little higher. Foundations. Where are we gonna pull it up to is the question. Is your starter base still uploading to the dimensional depot? It is, yeah. That's how I'm getting all my materials to build stuff. Let's go like that. Now we go up. Right up there. And then this one, we have a merger. Put it like right here in the front. Matter of fact, I should probably put these one more out first. Before I do this. Go like that. And then go up. Double ramp. And now this one can be like, boom. This one can go like that. Is that not straight onto it? Disgusting. How are you not straight onto it? Thought I lined it up. Okay, that should work. No, what the? What? What is it doing that for? Okay, why are you not lining up perfectly? Oh, it's just at a weird angle. Hold on. It's just not going to line up perfectly. Look at that. You know, if I wanted it to. Okay. It's just in a weird position. Guess you're going like that then. Here we go. 600. Right down the center line. Going up. Go to this one. And now from here, I'm just going to pull it in. Zoop. Zoop for days. Did I ever beat Subnautica? Yeah, I beat it yesterday. I beat that bad boy yesterday. That's why we're playing this today. Then we're waiting for Subnautica 2. And then I'll probably hit up Below Zero after that. We shall see. Unless something else comes out in the meantime before that, then we'll find time for it later, if that's the case. I definitely want to play the 007 one though, that's for sure. Coming in hot. To be honest, there's a lot of games I want to play. There's a lot of them. A lot of games and not enough time. Okay, well, there is some ore right there. Got some ore. Now for this, we need to go up higher with it. So, how many walls do I need? There's a new James Bond game. Yep, it's coming out this month, I think, on like the 21st or something. So I'll probably be playing that one as well with Subnautica 2. And it's made by the same people who did Hitman, which that's why I'm so excited about it, because I love Hitman. Seems like a perfect combination. Okay, we got walls. Going up with it. And we needed to go like 7 of them. Let's go 8. 8 seems like a safe number. That'll be the height of the other floor. Nothing will ever be GoldenEye on Nintendo 64. That was definitely a good game. Although it's definitely dated now. But when I did play it, when it did come out, it was amazing. Boop. There we go. As to why it wasn't going to the other station. Damn, where were you when I was building my one-way loop? I was so lost. Oh, you got confused on why I wasn't going to the other station? You talking about with the trains? It's pretty complicated to make the trains. It took me a long time to get them figured out, and I still get confused with them. Okay, we need to get a power line going up here now. So I can pull one off of over here. We can do something like that. Have I tried Disco Asylum? I have not. I heard it's a good game though. But I have not tried it myself. It's usually not like my biggest type of game, you know, like the 2D ones. Like there's some 2D games I like Stardew Valley and all that kind of stuff. I like some over-the-top twin-stick shooters. I think that's what it is, right? Or is it a turn-based shooter game? I don't remember. I had the loop too tight, even though I could manually drive it just fine. Oh, I see. And then the trains were having issues with it. So this goes up like this. There we go. Remove this a little bit. Then we're going to go with logistics, lift, flip it around. Oh, there's one of those in the wall still. That's why it connected right to it. I was like, what the hell? Boop. And probably right there. No. Oh, no. Probably like right there. Yeah, I think that's right. We got these ones, and we're going to zoop it out. Zoop mode. Now, actually, before I start getting crazy with this, I think the other one that I had set up here was like the perfect height. Or actually, no, I don't think it was tall enough. That's a bit of an issue. If I want to have it in one line, I should probably figure out how tall it needs to be before I build the top part, huh? That might help. Might help a little bit. So this one... Oh, wait a minute. I might have to do a whole different setup here. Oh, hold on. Hold on a minute. How am I going to do that? Hold on a minute. My brain's hurting. Brain's hurting again. I'm hitting a limitation. It's falling apart. Okay, so if I have something coming in this way, we got like a belt. And then I want it to go through here. And say the belt isn't going to be enough. And I want a splitter or a merger that I wanted to split off into one of these. Right? Okay, hold on. I gotta go make some more of those AI ones. Boop. AI limiter. Let's make more of these. I'm gonna need quite a few of them. Having a bunch of these is going to allow me to make those smart splitters. Should be pretty cool. Here goes my other train. It's rolling in. I'm gonna make like maybe like 40 of them. Take a second, but it'll be nice to have all these. Then I can make enough of those splitters to go down these lines. I'm thinking if I do it in I don't know, not an intelligent way, but I might be able to get crafty with this. I'm not sure if it'll work. And in my head, I have, like, it's an idea, but I have no idea how it would look or how I lay it out. So at the moment, I'm lost. So are you still planning on using the Hydrogen Arrow DLC as a filler game? No, I actually got kind of bored of that. It got really repetitive. It was a good game, though. I definitely recommend it. But I played quite a bit of it, and it's just kind of the same thing over and over again after you've been, like, getting into late game. So I think I got everything out of it that I would be looking for, you know? I may have to install experimental again. Why is that? Logistics. Now, the smart splitter. Okay, so what I was thinking is if I merged them. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. Yeah. Yeah, I think I know what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, I could definitely use more content to fill out the end game. For real. Great game, though. Don't get me wrong. I love it. That's why I came back to it and played it again. So we're going to do mergers. And then the smart splitters will go here. So smart splitter. That one goes here. Line it up with that. Boom. And then the merger would go behind it. Maybe just line it up with these. That would be fine. Even though I'm not using them, I'll just have it like this. There we go. And so how this is going to work, it's going to take in... So the center line is going to be overflow. And then the right output is going to be copper ingots. That's what we're going to do with that. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to do a refinery to make copper ingots. I didn't even think about that part. They had a big update with optimizations recently, so I tried to still, going back to my save game, still laggy, so I didn't optimize hard enough. Okay, so basically how this is going to work, I'm going to bring in a line of ingots. They'll come down here, and then it'll drop into this merger and push in here. And then I'll have another line that will merge over here, another line that merges over here. That way it's basically refreshing each of the lines, so they're not stuck at the limit of 780. At least that's how it should work. So I just go like that. Then I go back to the merger. Copy this one. Like this. And doing it this way, it should be a lot cleaner of a setup. And then basically, it should just overflow whatever's in this first one into the next one, into the next one, and just slowly fill up the entire train. That's the idea. Speaking about GoldenEye, got me nostalgic. I think I'm going to watch some gameplay vids of it after the stream. There you go. I can go there. Like that. If it works like this, the way I'm thinking, it'll be much cleaner than the other ones I do. A lot more cleaner and way less conveyor belts and still work good. Still very popular, works speedrunners. Oh, with speedrunners? Yeah, for real. A lot of speedrunners like the old games for sure. Okay, let's put all these mergers here. I hope this works this way, then I can save so much time. in building these crazy conveyor belt like inputs for all these train stations. This will be like such a cleaner way of doing it, and it'll be way easier and faster. Go. Now grab the splitter. I can just have a smart splitter, or I can just duplicate this one and it'll keep the settings that I put, so I don't have to do it again. Boop. Goes. You just connect it like this. And then essentially from above, when I have the ingots, it's going to drop down and connect to each of the mergers. And these mergers would be take a full line of ingots into it. And then say that you're stuck with the ability to have like this one line that's 780. Since I'm replenishing it every time, so like for example, if it's 780 at the back here, it's going all the way through here and it needs to push that way, then 780 here, it won't work that way. It can't do 780 in both directions at the same time. It'll be split in half. But then you have another bit of ingots that'll come in here, replenish it, and then it'll be 780 again, and then 780 again, and then it'll keep going down. And when this is full, it'll push whatever's left over this way and replenish that. And that's how that should work. So essentially the one line won't be the determining factor of why it's not working properly. And I did the wrong connection there. So that's what it's supposed to do. We shall see if it works out that way. Nope, wrong one. You don't need to connect that. Did that there too on accident. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry if I asked this before, but I have the memory of a goldfish. Is there an end game scenario for this? Yes, there is, on the top right. I've just been building. So in other words, I'm basically just expanding this out when I don't need to be. That makes sense. Like I could just focus on building those parts right there and skip all this and just finish the game in probably maybe, I don't know, a couple days. So that's always an option if that's what I want to do. But I'm just doing a mega project. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be like one of those games I can just come back to in between playthroughs. So I guess that's the idea of what this is. It's going to be a long-term project. Makes perfect sense. I do the same thing when I'm building stuff. Yeah. And also I get quite a few views while I'm doing Satisfactory, so this is another way for me to build up my channel as well. I'm a variety channel, so I'm not just a Satisfactory channel, but for some reason, every time I play this game, I get the most views and I get the most subscribers, and people seem to like to watch me play this stuff. So I gotta do some of that, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, building the channel up is what I gotta do if I want to do this for a full-time job. So I gotta do that sometimes. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think that'll work. Let's zoop it this way. Let's do it like that real quick. All the way across. The bluey. If this works, I'm gonna be so happy. Basically, I can get rid of a lot of the other stuff that I have already and just make it way cleaner. I'd hire you to build my factory. It's a lot of work, man. Definitely enjoyable, though. Come on, big money. The nice thing about live streaming, though, is you guys can actually see me struggling. You know what I mean? Like, if you're watching videos, I can cut all that struggle out. But for the most part, when you're seeing me, like, I don't know what the numbers are, I'm just sitting here with my brain hurting. You don't think I'd hire Josh, though? Then usually I'll be able to cut that stuff out, and you can just be like, oh wow, he knows what he's doing the whole time. I do not know what I'm doing the whole time. Not even close. All right, now from here we got the mergers. So these mergers is where we're going to be pulling these out, and then we're going to go straight up here with it. You make my brain hurt too. My bad. And it needs to go here. Lower conveyor hole. I think it's right there. Oh no, was it already lined up and I just messed it up? I think it was. Josh from Let's Game It Out is a madman. For real, man. Entertaining, but crazy. Alright, so it goes there. K5 lift. There we go. And essentially it'll be like that. And so I need to get some more of these. Can I reach it from here on the bottom? I can. So stand right here and be like, boop. Just line them up. Right on that line. I hope this works so much. If this works, it's going to be amazing. It's about the journey, not necessarily the destination. That's why the live stream is cool. Oh, definitely. Not only that, though, it also helps. I think it helps people learn stuff, too, because when I'm making these mistakes, you can see how I figure it out. And you can also be like, another thing, too, it might inspire you to want to do this yourself and be like, oh, I know how I can try this. And you want to, like, prototype things and try it out yourself. I think that's what makes it fun. This is definitely a community game, you know what I mean? Like, people watch and they want to help out. They want to see if they can figure the problems out together. That's one of the reasons why I actually really like playing it too. Boop. Then we go up here. Oh my god, this is going to be way cooler if this works. Look at that. And that'll be the whole connection. Just this. That looks way nicer. God, I hope this works. If this works like this, oh my god. It's gonna be amazing. Because, like, look at the other one over there. It's crazy looking. Like, let's go look at the other conveyor belt real quick. Just to see the comparison of this connection here. And then we go look over here. Let's check this out. It's a really clean looking setup for real, man. In comparison to that other one, looks professional. This other one over here is like, it's like me taming spaghetti is what it is. Remember when Star said be right back? I'm pretty sure he's the one that hijacked your train earlier. Just took off. He's like, thanks, bye, bro. Yeah, look how complex this thing is over here. So this is the other one. Look at this damn thing. Like, it's crazy. And then the other one up here. And you got all this. Like, don't get me wrong. It works. Like, it works, but goddamn. If it's not more complicated, I don't know what is. And then I got this crazy vertical setup. Then you go over here. And you got this. Which, this looks pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of like circuitry and stuff, but also complicated. You can see that I've gone through a couple different iterations on how to connect this to the train. And if this one over here works, like this has got to be the cleanest setup possible at the moment. And there is a way for me to actually have it go into the top and the bottom as well. If I needed to do that. All I'd have to do is actually lift the splitters up and do another line like that, and then have another line of those coming down and connect to those the same way. I can just like adjust the mergers a little bit, like offset them. So basically, so we got this one on top. Actually, what I could do, I could just literally put them on top of each other. And then from there, I could literally do this one in the back will be on the bottom. And then the one in the front here would be on the top one. And then just do them lined up like a line of 2 all the way down. And then that would work the same way and basically still fill up the top and bottom, which would be really cool. So instead of 780 items per minute to each one of these, it would double that to like 1560 per minute. So that's something I can definitely do if I need to. So in the meantime, though, I need to put this up and fill the top. And I also didn't think about it, but apparently I need to make a refinery. And now I got water over there, so we're good. I need to make a refinery and get water and make pure copper here. Because I got to make the ingots first and then put them into the train. So that's what I got to do. But you know what, everybody? I'm going to save this bad boy. And I think I'm going to play a different game. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to change it up a little bit. So, but it requires me to make another stream. So if you guys are still interested in watching my streams, give me like 15, 20 minutes. I'll start up another one and we'll play another game if you're interested. But okay, everybody. Thank you all for watching Satisfactory. And I will be back and keep an eye on my channel if you're interested. Later.